Hello, everyone. Welcome back to episode 13 of the Esports Rundown. Today's topics are CSGO, Rocket League, Valorant, League of Legends, and Call of Booty is last. Interesting.
So glad that we're going to be talking about Apex today. So happy.
No Apex.
I love
Too bad.
Apex.
Too bad, so sad.
We all love Apex Legends.
Apex, honestly, I wish I could understand it.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Knowing this, we're probably just going to remove it.
Real?
But first topic, starting off really hot, is Counter-Strike. So
Counter stonks.
All right.
Oh, being that, you know.
Let's talk about Counter-Strike. Okay, first off, Major ended. And honestly, I'm happy with how it turned out. I am. And I know Cameron, he's happy about it. Even though he looks depressed and tired because he just woke up.
He was napping. See
Yeah,
that bed back there? How it's all messy?
But pretty much what happened is Heroic beat FaZe. Whatever. Gamer Legion beat Monty, and Apex beat Liquid, and Into the Breach Vitality beat Into the Breach for the quarterfinals, setting up the semifinals for good old Gamer Legion to beat Heroic. Who would have thunk that? And then Vitality crushing Apex's dreams and crushing my dreams at the end of it. And then also grand final, Vitality beats Gamer Legion. Kind of all knew about that. But still, we gonna talk about a certain thing from the major that we all hate.
What's that?
Say it, Cam.
I will not feed into this.
The Fisher Price trophy, the fucking absolute dog shit of the dog shit trophies inside CSGO major. That was one of the worst trophies ever made.
Busted a nut in their hand and then put it to metal and thought it was okay.
They even had a full commercial about, we had to be different.
They were different, all right. They were different.
Yeah, fucking. Somebody was like, "Oh yeah, we wanted to stand out from from all the other trophies. All the other trophies are pretty like unique in itself. Like besides the plate ones that you get from like IM or whatever, and like Cologne has never changed their trophies, but this one literally looked like some toy that you can give to a 3-year-old and be like, "Here, have fun." And they bang it up against the wall or some shit. I don't fucking know. So yeah.
Fisher Price. Bang it across your forehead.
Anyways, thank you, Vets, for the sub. Paisley graduated. Congratulations.
Congrats.
Very big congrats.
Goes to.
Yeah, it literally was a Kids' Choice Award. Look.
I was waiting for the slime.
About the major, I was happy about, honestly. How do you guys feel about it?
I liked it.
You know, it's aight. It was aight.
Yeah.
Major. It was aight.
Yeah,
it wasn't good. It wasn't bad.
No.
It was like in between. I think some takeaways, some positives of the major was that we got to see a lot of underrated teams make a come up, underrated regions make a come up, and then
Also,
then lose. But
Yeah.
it's okay. I mean, that's part of
Yeah.
NA, right?
Yep.
We got to see some. I got to see some really underrated talent that only the people who've been watching CS and watching Tier 2 Counter Strike knew about at
Well,
this
the
point.
people hate it
But,
though. So
and then there are some takeaways. There are some takeaways. People didn't like it because of the Tier 2. I could see both sides. I liked it, but I didn't like it. I did wish to see Tier 1 teams, but at the same time, if the Tier 1 teams were deserving of the playoffs, they would have made it to the playoffs. So really, there's nothing. I'm not going to take anything away from the Tier 2 teams that made it. They were more than deserving of the spots where they got. The Tier 1 team should have stepped it the fuck up if they wanted to make it. But also, I feel like it did hurt.
we did
viewership.
talk about that a lot. If your Tier 1 team, if you want your Tier 1 team so bad in the playoffs, why didn't they win?
And
They
I
should have
agree.
won.
I agree with
They
that.
had 3 chances.
But at the same time, you can't change people's minds. And the thing that kind of sucked, that this is the big takeaway for me that kind of sucked, was viewership was not looking too hot during it. And it was because of that having the Tier 1 teams. Granted, I'm 100% behind Dom that they should have just made it if they were really deserving of the spot. But I care more about the healthiness of CS than teams making it.
I still
into the
think this is
quarterfinals.
healthy in a way, though, because
It's-
we
it's
need new talent,
viewership now.
and new talent is coming. We can't be
Right,
having Nico forever. We can't be having, I mean, like Hooksy.
Hold on. You mentioned Nico. My
We
guy
can't have
wasn't
them
even in
forever.
the quarterfinals.
But
That-
that's the thing. We can't have them forever. So all these new players, they're gonna be on the come up no matter what. It's just natural to have more
Well, to be
new
fair,
players.
I'll admit, these players are not. A lot of these players are not new. These players have been. in the
Yeah,
scene
they're
for-
not,
for
but they're
years and years
younger,
and years.
and they don't have that much.
They're the same age.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, most of them are.
yes.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially Apex's team. Yeah, and that's where I disagree with you. I agree. Okay, Ima, Suhi, both players I agree with. Yes, that your point you just made, 100% backstab, 100% backstab,
Yeah.
because there are young players. They're younger than others. I agree with that. That I agree with. Most of the Apex roster have already been in the scene for like 5+ years. Most of those players have been. JL has not. So JL, I agree with that. That falls under the JL one. Into the Breach, Volt.
But
and
can't
Cypher.
you also agree with that? Sometimes some of these players, new players, are bringing this team from here to here. They're getting more
Yeah.
results.
Oh yeah. No, I agree, and I agree. I told you, I'm behind you on
Yeah.
what you're saying. I'm just looking at it as a broader view of it's healthy in terms of the way of, sure, we have some newer players coming up,
Yep.
players that maybe aren't they don't have their name familiarized through the echo chamber of CS at this point. But
I'm whatever his name is.
yeah, I'm
That dude.
Suhi, like those players, yeah, they're gonna
Sorry,
have their
I don't
name now
know. I
etched
wasn't
in.
really paying attention at the start.
You're-
I was
you're
trying to
good.
find something for COD.
But then we have people like Kios that have been in a grand final before. We have people like the entire Apex roster who have been here forever and stuff. And I think my only issue is it's not an issue of CS. It's an issue of mindset, and it's because the stupid CS scene, as much as I love you, the stupid CS scene do not like the idea that their poor little Tier 1 teams couldn't make it to the playoffs, so they refused to watch the major. And then that killed our viewership more than it should have. It did. Our viewership was fine for the most part, better than 2019.
Yeah.
And almost every tournament that was existing in 2019. The only thing I think we didn't beat was our top 3 games. 2 of the top 3 games were not higher than the 2 top 3 games and Katowice. But our grand final was the 3rd most watched grand final of all time in terms of CS. So can't really bitch too much here, but our viewership would have been a lot more higher if our Tier 1 teams made it. And as I said, I'm not disagreeing with you. It's more of a mindset that the stupid CS scene has. They get upset when their G2 don't make it, or who was it? Navi? No, Navi don't
Navi.
make it. Yeah, it's so stupid to me because these teams were more deserving. Honestly,
Yeah.
the games The Gamer Legion Monty game was not.
They
that series
played
was
as
not
a
interesting.
team, not as
They did.
individuals.
And that's another thing. Oh, and that's actually something that sets me off. Is like I saw
It's
that.
not
I read
an
this on
individual
HLTV.
game.
Right.
It's
I
not.
read this on HLTV, and I already told you, Dom, what they said.
Yes.
People on HLTV, and I didn't tell anyone else this. I only was talking to Dom about this. Bitched about how CS is becoming an Astralis team play game. Astralis incorporated that in 2019, and everyone plays like Astralis in 2019 now, minus the Augs. Everyone bitches about that. People want to see how there used to be players like Kenny S and Simple carrying their team individually,
Just
doing
can't do it
crazy
anymore.
plays, jumping off the side of fucking whatever.
Everyone's
and hitting
good.
two
Everyone's
no-scopes.
good now. There is no.
Yeah.
You can't just 1v5 and up now.
They say it's boring because
No.
that's exactly what Dom said.
If they think it's boring, just watch, say, Liquid and or FaZe, because it's only one person that carries those two teams. That's a joke.
Well, soon
technically.
G2 is just gonna be Monzi. So
I kind of agree, but
Yeah.
anyways,
Like to kind of like, just talk about the major in a whole. Honestly, I feel like the people who are saying, "Oh, well, all these tier 1 teams, they're so 5 years down the line, right? They're going to be saying the exact same thing about Valorant." Like at the end of the day, these tier 1 teams, say in Val, right? 5 years down the line, it's just going to become like CS, to where they want to see that team. If they don't see that team, they're not going to watch.
oh, it's already that way.
well,
It's
Oh,
already
yeah.
that's what the
It's
thing
already
about
that way.
Valorant is they're partner teams. So
Yeah.
they're not gonna see anyone different
I have a solution.
besides
I have a
players.
Get rid of
But
partner
there is
teams.
regulation and shit, isn't
Yeah,
there, with the
yes.
Challengers League?
There is. Get rid of partner teams. This stupid, however you say it, Laval, whatever.
That's
whatever the
Riot.
fucking
That's just
agreement-
Riot for you. It's
No,
not
no,
gonna
no,
change.
not Riot. No. I'm talking ESL. ESL has an agreement
Yes, they do.
between 15, 16 teams currently. It's called the LOUVE agreement. I don't know how to say that. Love, whatever. It's a French term agreement. And it basically is a partnership. It's basically having franchise spots. That's basically what it is. They don't like to say it's franchise because how much backlash it would get, but it's basically having franchise spots. It gatekeeps teams
I think-
making.
Sorry, you go. You finish.
No, you're good. What were you saying?
Because
I want to hear.
It's that the reason why franchising and all that is a thing is because it's worked so well in League of Legends, and you see the amount of viewers that stay watching League of Legends and how long League has been around.
Right, I agree with that.
I mean,
Tom.
every
we
World
see the good and
Championship
bad of it.
is fucking packed and insane.
and viewership is usually the highest among
And they-
esports. Is yeah.
And
I-
they try to copy
That's
it,
why.
but it's
Here's
not.
the kicker.
It doesn't work.
Here's the kicker. I agree with that wholeheartedly, and that's why. But this is the big reason why they need to look at the LCS instead and see how much of a failure that has been with franchising. How bad
The
that
reason why that
downhill.
fails is because of this. Money.
I know.
It's all money.
But my whole point of this is, if there was no partner agreement, we wouldn't hear people bitching about
Yeah.
tier 2 teams making it, because they wouldn't be considered tier 2 teams, because anybody could make it to anything. This was not an issue back in the day. This has only became an issue now. And it's been ridiculous because of it. Get rid of the agreement. Same with Blast. Blast should not have priority over teams either. It should be, if you're the best team in the world, you go through qualifiers like a normal fucking esports team, and you make it to the EPL or whatever, how it used to be. That's how it used to be back in the day.
Exactly. And also, I think it was Snappy that said it from Ents. He just put Blast on Blast, pun intended. Pretty much, and was like, "Hey, you need to change what's going on." And he said, "I hope they see us as a better team than some of these players that are partnered up with Blast." Like,
Maybe they can change
it's
the trophy.
absolutely what.
Maybe
trophy's not-
they should change the trophy first, but
That too. Honestly, go back to how it is. Also, get rid. I'm sorry. I know it helps some teams and everything like that, but get rid of the fucking RMRs. I don't like them.
Yeah, I agree.
No,
I
nobody
agree.
really does. What it is.
What's the reward out of it? What's the reward? These 8 teams that just made it to the quarterfinals, how are they being rewarded next RMR? Seeding's better? That's not good. That's not good enough.
Nope.
That's not.
So
That's
the
dog
And now, if they do a roster change, that's when they should go back to an RMR.
I agree. I
Yeah.
can agree with Dom. I can
That's-
agree with that, and it should be replaced.
That's what I like about Rocket League.
now my thing is with the RMR. Honestly, it serves no purpose.
It doesn't serve any purpose at all.
I can see if they want to keep it, that's fine.
Right.
But at least give them some sort of money for it, like prize winnings. Honestly, because you see a lot of these, like ESL and everything like that. We are shit talking them kind of, but they stay true to it. Some qualifiers do have prize money available, and also even if you say don't make it to the stage, which now all tournaments do, but there are still some points to where like the prize money is like, oh well shit, like if you're going to play an RMR and be like VP, right, or Sprout or One Win or Vipero or Saw, you're walking home with absolutely fuck all, to where you're just like, why the fuck did we even do it? At least give them an incentive to also have everybody else be watching the RMR and feel like, okay, well, shit, if I'm a up and coming team, I might as well, if we are able to actually get to an RMR and then we just fuck off out of it, it's like, why? It makes no sense to not have any incentive besides, oh, hey, now you get the challenger stage last chance qualifier. You go to last chance qualifier, you still don't get anything, and only one person gets in.
Spoken like a true Falcons fan. But
Hey,
I'm just saying,
Kenny.
I'm just saying that at this point, the RMRs are completely useless. They're the dumbest thing in the world. The fact that you
Yep.
have to qualify for the RMRs alone is probably the worst way you can get into the major I've ever seen in any esport. Is the dumbest thing ever. And I've watched many esports, and it's never been this stupid. The fact that they should have do the new legend stage, they should go back to that, where these 8 teams here should automatically be guaranteed legends teams unless they make roster moves. Unfortunately, Gamer Legion probably will be the team that makes the roster moves and gets knocked out of that. But that being said, I think the rule is like if you lose like more than 3 of your players.
It's 3.
Yeah, I think it's 3
because
players.
well, no, I think it's 2. It might be 2 because of 100 Thieves. Because when they got picked up, the original 100 Thieves with Henny and Lucas, I think it was just Henny and Lucas, if I'm not mistaken. So
I don't remember,
it's like 2 or 3,
yeah.
but still, like, yeah. It, like, say if Liquid, say if they drop Yakindar, or say
You seem
some.
so happy with that. I'll be honest. You look
I
very
know you would.
excited.
But like say if they drop anybody, but it's only one. Me personally, I feel like since it's a 5-man team, you get to keep your spot. But say if you drop 2, nah, you fucking like at least have a chance to like put them straight in the qualifier. No RMRs, no nothing. Like
I mean, speaking of an esport that does do it right, we do have Rocket League here.
Yeah.
So
we
For
could jump off this.
for Rocket League, we NA at least, version 1 finally having their number 1 roster. They should be number 1 roster.
We coming for the top.
They beat FaZe 4-1 in the finals.
Up.
Third place was Space Station, and 4th was, very surprising, NRG. Say what? I don't know how they finally did it. I don't know. They're probably still not gonna make the major anyway.
They're back.
No.
No,
they're back.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Is this like qualifiers and shit, or like is this
These are regionals.
like full regionals?
Yes.
Would you consider these like kind of RMRs?
They
by
are.
chance?
No.
Then why the? Oh, okay. Because
No.
say if they were, I was gonna be like, Rocket League has prize money. Fucking give it to.
There's
CS
an open qualifier. There's a
Does
closed
that have prize money?
Let's see. I will gladly check that for you.
Because
D1.
again,
But the thing about open qualifiers is it's free to enter,
that is true. Yeah.
and
I mean,
literally
granted-
anyone can qualify.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
granted, isn't CS open qualifier as well?
It's
Is it?
qualifiers to qualify. Yeah, it's open qualifiers for the qualifiers. They get to qualify for the qualifiers. But at that point, it's really just like, why?
I've never
does it
heard the
matter?
word qualifiers or qualified so
So-
many fucking times in my
So
life.
the open qualifiers just get you into the closed one, which is RLCS in general.
Okay. So there's no like multiple hoops that you have to jump
No.
through.
But
Good.
once you get into once you establish your name in Rocket League though, and you win at least a little bit here and there,
Yeah.
you're locked in with point ranking. You stay.
Yeah.
You don't get dropped off. But also, if you have a lower amount of points, but you still have points, you're automatically in the closed qualifier. That's why there's an open qualifier to fill the closed qualifier. It's all whatever. But
yeah. I get it.
it does it right. But then again, every regional, no matter what, has prize money. So
That's good.
So OCE, you had the Pioneers being ground zero, 4-0. Power was in third, and Merge Esports was in fourth. Then Falcons have made their return for the MENA. I'm a Falcons fanboy.
I don't know who the fuck anybody is on that team, but
No.
Falcons has now Kenny S as a content creator.
So
Go Falcons.
You had Falcons versus Twisted Minds. Falcons take that 4-1. Third place was Rule 1, and fourth place was Infinity. Rule 1 and Falcons are now tied for regional points, so it comes down to that last regional to see who makes the major.
Did
But
B1
no.
qualify with that?
Nope. No one from NA has qualified yet. This is the first time in NA, at least for this season, no one's qualified after Regional 2.
How many regionals are there?
3.
Oh, fuck.
So,
How are they going to qual?
points. As you can see there on there, there's points.
How many more do they need?
I think it's like a fourth place with ifs.
Oh, easy. We just won.
We'll see.
Easy.
They went out early that last time. Now
All right.
That was then. This is now.
we got some NA cope going on for Valorant over here.
Ballo.
Hello.
Who wants to be the NA coper?
I just want to say real quick, fuck you, David. We can continue.
Kidding, Les. I'll be an NA Coper. All right. Oh, look, we're in the playoffs for this. Oh, yay! All right.
Yes, this
upper
is to
bracket-
qualify for Tokyo.
Yeah. So upper bracket qualifiers. We have Leviathan versus Furia Esports. Furia 1-2-1.
If you're
The
actually
bottom of
winning
it-
something.
I know, right? I'm changing your strategy. That's what you get. And then you have EG versus NRG.
Whoa, EG
Taking that
winning
2-1.
something.
Woo! Yeah, I wish that would happen in CS. And we have the upper bracket semifinals: Loud versus Furia. Loud 2-0ing Furia. Almost said it the other way around. What's
EG
this?
2-0.
Yeah, EG 2-0 is Cloud9 in the upper bracket
No.
semifinals.
EG's
Wow,
going for
EG
it.
on
They're
a
going for the
tear.
run.
EG, I'm pretty sure they qualified with that.
EG
They're already
and-
qualified.
Just
Yeah,
drop their Counter-Strike team and just keep on going with Val.
The Cinderella run. That's a straight
Drop
Cinderella
their
run
main
right here,
Counter-Strike
boys.
team
Oh,
and
yeah,
promote
sorry.
Their
Sorry.
Academy Counter-Strike team. Thank you
Yeah,
very
pull
much,
up
buddy.
the other two teams that they have just
The other one
send
team.
it there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, EG versus Loud in the upper bracket finals. Lower bracket quarterfinals was Leviathan versus Cloud9, I
D9.
guess? Yeah, and then Furia versus NRG.
All right, I'll take over the EU overlords. You know, we got Giant getting fucked by FUT Esports, one of my favorite esports organizations. Just clap. Then Liquid actually beating a good team. Well, I actually don't know.
Yeah, you don't
I'm
know,
just
no,
saying
no.
they actually beat a team that
They beat a team.
in my eyes is good. They beat Vitality, then Fnatic picking up a win off of FUT, which was 2-0. Then I read that wrong. Liquid actually beating another good team in my eyes, beating Navi 2-0. Then the lower bracket quarterfinals, we got FUT versus Vitality, Navi versus Giants, and then also upper bracket final, we got Fnatic versus Liquid. You know what? All what I gotta say is Team FUT. They got dropped to lower bracket, and then they're going to come back and beat the entire thing and qualify. Yep, let's go FUT.
The copium is real.
Oh, if you want to hear cope, wait until we talk about League.
Turkish
I
copium.
I do Pacific
I do
for my DRX copium. We had Secret versus Zeta Division. Secret, easy 2-0.
Yeah.
And T1 versus Gen G. T1 taking down Gen G 2-1. Then you get to the upper bracket semis here. DRX versus Team Secret. I believe DRX lost to Secret 2-0 earlier, but they beat them 2-1 now. You know, easy wins. Paper X versus T1, easy win for Paper X 2-0. Then you go down to the lower bracket quarters here, where you had Gen G taking on Team Secret and winning 2-1, and T1 taking out Zeta Division 2-1. Then you got the lower bracket semis. T1 easy 2-0 over Gen G. Then you go to the upper bracket finals, where Paper Rex surprisingly beats DRX 2-0 easily.
Easily?
But then all three of
Hold
these
on,
teams qualify, so it doesn't really
I'm
matter.
gonna fact check you on that easily. Very easily. Yep. Wasn't even close.
I know, that's why I said it.
God dang.
But all
Wow.
three of these teams qualify in DRX, Paper X, and T1 are qualified for Tokyo Masters.
Which was the top 3 of that regular season.
Yeah. Paper X, DRX. Those two
Cameron X,
teams are
EZX,
a step above.
Domex.
Maybe, you know, Jersey Mike's a sub above.
Okay. There we go.
Now, I thought I would
League
never be
of
happy
Legends.
to talk about League of Legends,
It's almost
but
not
I
looking forward to
am.
talking about this,
Y'all
bro.
motherfuckers out here in these streets calling my picks ass and everything like that. Well, fuck you and fuck you all. My two favorite teams. Where the fuck is Microsoft Edge coming from? Sorry. I got ad load up. It was like Microsoft Edge. I thought somebody was playing like song or whatever. But JD Gaming and Billy in the finals. Who would have thunk that? You know who? Me. I fucking said it, you fucking assholes. A JD Gaming with Missing Ruler and 3 other people who I don't know.
T1,
And Billy,
T1
I have
classic
no clue.
throw. The classic T1
What?
throw, just for them to win.
Yeah, I don't.
we
I told
already
you.
talked about
I told
this.
you.
The championships is in Seoul. So guess what's
Hey,
gonna happen?
Look,
Retirement. Baker.
Look,
Retirement.
JD won
Okay, so
against
right
Billy.
now.
Billy won. I told you. I
What did
told
he
you
do to
last
you, right,
podcast it was
bro?
going to happen, and it did. It did. I'm
Jesus.
slapping my hands because I'm so excited about League of Legends, a esport that I never get
Oh,
excited
boy.
about.
Did you watch it?
Billy and JD.
Anyways, if
They
we're talking
won.
if we're talking about the biggest
Where's
esport here.
Frank?
Okay, wait. We all
Look,
wait.
here's
No,
the
wait,
thing.
wait,
Hold
shut
on.
up.
No.
No.
Yeah,
You
no,
need to
be
shut
quiet.
up.
This is mine.
This is not. Oh
mine.
my god.
Frank Esports will make a comeback in 2025. I don't know if they've qualified even for next year. I don't
didn't
know.
think-
But
okay.
Frank Esports, FUT,
You can just
Billy
name it honestly.
and
It should work.
JD, and throwing Liquid in there
Silent
for
Killer.
Counter-Strike for extra fucking credit, even though they got nothing
What
going
are
on.
you talking about, bro?
Resident Sleeper.
These teams will make a comeback and
All right, he's good.
All right, Tom, what
He's
do you
all
have to
good.
say?
So I just want to say this is the biggest esport. We all agree with this, right? League of Legends is the biggest right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get
Why
that,
is
yeah.
it that this prize pool was $250,000? Only
Because they're
50,
saving it for Worlds.
only 50K went to JD. Only 37.5 went to
bullshit.
Billy.
that's bullshit.
That's crazy.
They should have got all of it.
They should have got all of
How about
it.
they gave more to
biggest-
T1 under the table?
Probably.
They gave them a handy under the table.
Nah, but for real, I
Man,
have
he was
no
funny.
absolute clue how JD or Billy made it to the finals. I just those names are amazing.
Watching the upper bracket final, it was again. This happens to I don't know why a lot of teams, but right after the 30-minute mark, it flips. JD after the 30-minute mark, it just started going downhill for T1, but T1, I don't know why they can't get a game like after 30 minutes for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's the comp they pick, but I don't really know. All I know is JD fucking dominated everyone. So, other than that,
Claps. I'm so
And-
happy.
and now we got the Cotters over here.
Any Cotters?
Any Cotters?
Major 5. We finished it off here. The final standings. Optic Texas, Big 5 skis, in form to the T. The Atlanta Phase 4-1. They're the second seed there. Then you got Toronto Ultra, Boston Breach, Minnesota Rocker, New York Subliners, and the Las Vegas Legion and the Florida Mutineers, all tied at 3-2. Based on seeding purposes, it's different from head to heads, but I don't want to go through all that. The Thieves sucked. They went 1-4. Their only win was against the Royal Ravens, who went 0-5.
Yeah.
Uh,
Fuck
the Seattle
go
Surge
Thieves.
and Gorillas ended out here at 1-4, finishing just above the 0-5 Ravens. Then you got winners round 1 here for this major, and you got Optic versus Florida. I'm thinking Optic's gonna smoke them pretty easy here. You got Boston versus Minnesota. Copium V1 Rocker, we're winning. Then you got FaZe versus Vegas. As a Rocker fan, really need FaZe to pull through here. It's like it could be like a 3-way tie coming into it, and if that's the case, Rocker missed champs, I think, and Vegas and like Seattle make it something wild. Then you got Toronto and New York. So that's winners round 1. Then they got to go down and face the losers. But there is a chance for a 3-way tie here.
Oof.
Vegas can pass Boston. Vegas can pass Surge, and Vegas can pass Rocker. But there's only 2 spots left, and 3 teams are fighting. It's kind of crazy.
It is kind of crazy. Hot take on this: all teams should be invited to champs.
Not a hot take.
No,
No.
think okay.
Everyone thinks that. It's the
Everyone-
most
But
ridiculous thing in the
then-
world.
Then you reward the teams for being bad no matter what.
But then we have stuff that happened like at the
What-
CSGO
what
major
if-
where
what if
teams
they
that
just-
weren't supposed to be there are
What
there.
if the Ravens have just been balling out every single game, just like dropping everything? Now all of a sudden they're actually gonna play.
Good.
Well, this is
I
what
mean,
I'm, this
that
is,
would be
that's the beauty of
hilarious.
COD, though.
That
It's
would
like-
be hilarious.
I'm just
like the
saying there's what?
London Ravens come in, they get.
It's
I mean, of
it's
course
not
they're gonna
like
get-
that, but it's,
They're gonna be
just
put in
funny.
the lower bracket to start anyways. If this was a
And it's not like
theoretical thing.
it's huge. It's 4 teams that don't
Yeah.
make it. Give them a 1-match pigtail at least to get in to the bracket. You
and
know what I'm
then,
saying?
And that also puts in for Cinderella runs, like Ravens, having a miraculous tournament and making it all the way and winning it. I think that's all right. I mean, we can compare it to the CSGO major with Gamer Legion here. That'd be practically the same thing that's happening. It'd be cool to watch. I think I would love to see that happen. Like Gorillas or Ravens do that.
Yeah, I'm
Or,
with Mr. Willie
900
P
team.
here in chat. It's only 4 teams. Give them like the 4 teams face like a little play-in tournament. The NBA does.
Yeah,
At least give them a chance to qualify.
I agree.
And it's still
Well,
part of
5
Champs
majors
weekend.
though. 5 majors in
7
5
months. It's done.
qualifiers, 5 majors though. I feel like you should have enough. That's plenty of points. Plenty
Yeah,
of
well,
roster
I don't know.
changes.
I just don't think.
I just think it's. I don't know. I just don't think it's as cool to not have all the teams inbound. I don't know. I feel like it's better when you have all the teams involved in the major.
Yeah, because I mean,
'Cause that's
obviously
what's always not
the
major
trash
round.
teams are going to start off against the good teams. It's not like it's a round robin tournament that just bracketize it with seeding.
Yeah, I mean
At least I'm pretty sure.
up in
Yeah.
before even
I
franchising.
don't
That was
remember.
the coolest thing about champs every year is you would have some unknown team
And there was
pop
like
off.
hella teams. Now it's just
Yeah, now it's
8.
I missed it. I missed it when it was 30 something teams or something like that.
Yeah.
20 to 30 teams. I missed
Yeah,
that.
from all over the world. Even
From
them
all over
shitty
the world.
Australian teams.
Yeah. Oh, there was one though. You remember that with Dens on it? Dens
Yeah.
his team was kind of disgusting back on Black Ops 3 and shit. But think it was Tainted Minds. I don't remember. It was either that or no, it was Mind Freak. That's what it was.
Yeah, it was.
I mean,
Mind
but
Freak.
I want to give a shout out to Optic Texas because they didn't even make Major 1. They didn't.
No. Scump
look-
retired and
But look,
They
they're
frying.
second place though. So this
that's what happens when Scump retires. Dude was washed.
Now,
He wasn't washed.
I do technically this is Counter-Strike, but this is just kind of closing notes. A few things to, I guess, housekeep since we didn't do it when we.
Continue.
Since we didn't do the podcast right when the major ended. A few things. One is the old coach for what's it called? I guess G2 and Vitality, XTQs. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I don't fucking know. He's looking for new opportunities along with Complexity replacing Navi at the Blast Spring final. And then I Am Dallas in 5 days. Fnatic is going to be having Forest to stand in for, I think, replacing Crims, correct? I think so. Yeah. Yeah. And then also we got 9 extends contracts with roster, and then also Ecstatic qualifies for ESL Challenger Kevise, which is, I think, Zippel's team. So yeah, just a little.
I would like to add just real fast on that
Mhm.
as well. And I wanted to say this earlier before we moved on, but I'm really excited to see the roster shuffle because these tier 1 teams that failed to do anything at the major are now going to be looking for younger talent, which plays into Dom's point earlier. They're going to be looking into some replacements. I'm not going to get into rumors because I don't like talking about rumors until things are actually confirmed.
Rumors aren't real.
But Navi and G2 have been confirmed at least to have been making a roster change. It is a confirmed that they're making the roster change. The players that they're roster changing is not confirmed, but it is confirmed that there's going to be 2 roster changes for Navi and a roster change for G2. I suspect here in the next couple weeks, we're going to see roster changes for mostly every tier 1 roster who didn't make playoffs. FaZe, I don't think they're going to change the roster, but I could possibly see a roster change with them too.
They need to get a twist backpack.
If Dallas is not good for them, they will make a roster change. If they don't do good at Dallas.
As much as
Take
I love
twist out of the backpack.
As much as I love Kerrigan, it would be funny to see FaZe drop Kerrigan again. And then after a year, after he's been dropped, they come crawling back to him again. It would be fucking hilarious to me.
I think the only player I could see leaving FaZe, I would like to say Rain, but they're going to keep Rain because Rain's just had such a huge history with them. They're going to keep him regardless.
He's a franchise player. That's their franchise man.
Even though he doesn't show up in some of the matches they play, he's
this is
still
like the first
kept.
major he hasn't actually shown up.
Fully.
It's been a couple majors where
usually
like on FaZe.
Yeah.
Or
usually he's been like this. Last major he was.
So last Blast and Rio, he didn't look good.
Yeah.
He did not look good in Stockholm. He did not look good in Berlin.
That was his worst.
He did not look good. But when I say not look good, he just didn't look like he was Antwerp. It's now that he's won a major, it's we're pinning it up against. He's looked decent at a couple of those tournaments, but FaZe as a whole has looked dog shit at all those tournaments I just named. I'm not even trying to talk shit, BZ. I'm just being honest.
No, trust me. I know. Hey, look,
but
I'm happy that they won a major.
This is why I think this is gonna be a hot take on this. I think Twist is gonna be the one. If they're gonna make a change, it's gonna be with Twist. Twist came late to the party at the major. He was pretty bad most of the major, and then he came late to the party. He got warmed up against Navi, and then played well against Heroic too. But those were the only 2 times he actually played really well, from what I can remember. I could be wrong. You can feel free to fact check me, but
Yes,
I'm
Mamsie?
pretty sure he played bad. But
I don't think they make a roster change.
not yet.
I-
I think come Dallas, they will, though. If Dallas doesn't go well, they make a roster change at Dallas because they just don't look good.
I just think they stick together till CS2. And just see how CS2 goes.
CS2 comes out like right after Dallas, like a couple weeks after Dallas.
Well, it would need to be, in at least for me, I would like to see CS2 come out before the. Oh wait, no, that's Challenger KazVise. Never mind. That's actually not playoffs for KazVise. Never mind.
No, you gotta remember Clone's next, not Katowice. We've already done Katowice this year.
Yeah. I see IM Dallas happening in CSGO, Blast Spring Final in CSGO, Challenger KazVise, and then you have the Blast Fall groups, which I feel like will be in CS2. It has to be, because the Blast Fall groups is
that wouldn't be right
about
at all.
because I want to say that we're getting it next month.
Yeah, that's.
Dude,
that's
they haven't given us fucking any information on it.
Well, they're not going to. They're not.
I know it's gonna make me rage. David,
rage, my soldiers!
Help!
Dave? Do you say
I
David or
thought Gamzee
David?
was about to rizz up
Gaben.
Gaben for a second, be
I
like,
thought you said David. David.
No, I said
Gaben.
Gaben.
Willie P. I need you.
Gaben.
Nah,
Gamers.
but
Give
I
us
think we've covered a very good amount today in a very well amount of time.
Hold on.
As
One
far as
more.
closing notes, yes.
One more.
NES officially retired. Officially. We didn't talk about
Well,
that.
yeah.
Any last-
We talked about him
so-
getting benched and then content creation.
Yeah.
Kitty less.
Anyways, one more thing about Counter-Strike
Oh, jeez.
that we will end off on.
Oh, jeez.
It's not even about players. It's not even about it's about the major. 6 hours ago, from Jake Sucky / Jake Lucky, the kid who unboxed the knife at the CSGO major in front of 1.5 million live viewers admitted it was fake. I knew it. I was so pissed.
Get him out of here.
Juice.
So yeah.
Ruined my night. Thank you.
Well, I mean, if you actually look at it, there was no like inspect animations like how it was or how it is with the other or with the new updates to CS and everything. So yeah. Am I getting flamed in chat?
No, just ignore chat, please. Cloud's being a bad boy.
Exactly, David. Show the knife. Well, he can't because it was a YouTube video, apparently. Anyways, that's all what I'm going to talk about. You guys can talk about some other shit. I don't fucking know.
I think that's been another episode of the Esports Rundown,
Yeah.
number 13.
Yeah.
That's
Think
the
so?
right.
I agree. I think so as well. Thank
Well,
you.
Thanks,
Yeah.
guys.
Thank you.
I love you all.
Have a good rest of your night or day. Have a good one. Peace out.
Thank you.